Boom! What's going on, guys? So today is actually the P90X 2 wrap up. Hold on. So, with me to do this, and I've actually put this off for a little bit. I think I actually even filmed an extra vlog after the fact, and I haven't really done this. I want to really compile my thoughts in order to give you guys a really good idea of this program, what it entails, what to look forward to, and also who it benefits the most. Let's just get cracking into this. I'm trying to make this less than 10-minute video, so I'm going to move rather quickly. As far as the workout goes, I mean, you have 3 phases just like P90X. You're going to be moving into a phase 1, which is the foundation. Then you have strength and performance. Boom. There's a recovery week in there, which is basically just the recovery, recovery and mobility mixed with yoga. I actually chose to opt out of those. I just wanted to hit it really hard. I actually ended up, let me go backtrack here. The cool thing about P90X2 is that you can extend each phase to meet whatever needs that you need. So if you feel like you need more in the strength or more on the foundation, which I actually took more time on the foundation if you go back in the vlogs, to prepare for strength. And strength I really hit hard to do performance. Actually, I want to say I did 3 weeks of foundation, 4 to 6 weeks of strength, and then I did the 4 weeks of performance. Foundation is very, 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 very core heavy. You're not doing a lot of movements with weights. You're not doing a lot of P90X traditional movements that you're used to. You're doing a lot of core movements, a lot of stuff with stability balls, a lot of things that are getting you to the point where you're just balanced, able to control your own body, whether it's your upper body or your lower body. Be prepared for that. At the end, be used to, that was Adam. Shout out to Adam. What up? Anyways, at the end of the day, phase 1 is very, 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 very core heavy. It gets you to the point where you are very, very comfortable with your own weight, handling and keeping yourself stabilized and just static while your upper body or your lower body does the rest of the movements. That prepares you for phase 2, which is strength, which does force you to use your abs and holding movements. You know, things where you're doing like lunges and you're curling. That's kind of what it gets you prepared for. Loving the monkey shirt, by the way, rocking it again. It's my new favorite workout shirt. So, strength focuses a lot on just building some strength, so when you move on to performance, you're ready. Performance is very, very, very athletic style training. So you're going to be going faster pace in the performance phase than you are any of the other phases, and you are focusing more so on getting out the results that you've been getting from strength and foundation and P90X, getting those and being able to apply them in either a sport or just a power movement. You're trying to be faster, more explosive on your movements, and that's what the end performance phase really, really, really focuses on. If for those of you that are wondering about the program, the nutrition guide is a little bit more lenient because you're probably already in a pretty good shape. You are allowed to have a little bit more food than you did originally in P90X. That is if you weren't cutting. I'm sorry, that is if you were cutting. At the end of the day, it's very similar, just you have more freedoms, and there's a vegan option for those of you that are staying away from meat or dairy or any of that stuff. Recently I did chest and back again, just to kind of get back into it, and I'm still on my bulk, as some of you guys know, so I'm still trying to reach that, 10 more pounds, 15 pounds, depending on where I'm sitting and how I'm eating. So I did chest and back just to kind of get back to refreshers, and I thought that, P90X2 went a lot faster pace than P90X. Some do, some don't. Some of the movements, like plyo side, does move rather quickly. Boom, one after the other. You get one break if I'm not mistaken, and it's really just hauling ass and getting through them. These workouts flow super fast compared to P90X, and you're gonna see yourself at the point where I'm like checking my phone while I'm trying to do this. That is horrible. you'll notice that these workouts flow super fast compared to P90X. I did chest and back, like I said the other day, and it just seems like they drag ass. Now I don't know if that's because I've done P90X for so long and I'm used to it, or because it goes at a slower pace. I want to say it's because it goes at a slower pace. This pace is rather quicker. Horrible. Performance phase is one of the fastest paced ones you'll have, especially PAP upper and PAP lower, which is actually what a mostly performance phase is. If you notice, it's basically PAP upper, lower, lower upper, yoga, rest, lower upper, rest. So performance is actually just a set of 3 different workouts, and you're just kind of repeating them two times a week. Strength is a very similar to P90X, except you're using more of your core movements involved, and you're using definitely less weight, but the movements involved definitely will get you sore, and definitely will focus on tearing down some muscle tissue, because I found myself sore even though I was completely like, this doesn't look that hard. It's harder than you think it is. Some movements I was disappointed with, using bands. A little disappointed, only because for me to actually get something out of those movements, I'd have to either wrap it up like crazy so there's less tension, or I had to actually try to get another band, and I don't plan on buying any more equipment. So that's one thing, one of the negatives in my opinion. Another negative, if you don't have this equipment already, you'll have to buy more equipment with P90X. You'll need stability balls. Some movements require 3, even 4. Something to think about, there's a 4 stability ball push-ups that you might need 4. And there's also a movement where you're popping off of 2 sets coming into the next one, popping up with 2 sets coming into the next one. So you have 3 there. If that makes sense. You're sharing the center and popping over in push-up form. Something to think about. You'll need definitely the medicine ball back there, and you'll need a foam roller. If anything, you take any tips out of this, buy a foam roller just to have it. At first, I wasn't, I didn't know how much I was gonna get out of it, and in all honesty, you're getting more out of the foam roller than anything else. It actually works very much like a deep tissue massage, where you're using your own body weight, and the texture on the roller. I got one of these guys. There's actually the smooth versions, where digging into the muscle, it releases a lot of the tension and a lot of, whether or not you have lactic acid, but whatever's built up, releases it, and the next day you don't feel as bad, and it helps recover a little faster. And you'll notice that you get to the point where you find the spot where it really just bugs the crap out of you. You lay there, you lay it to get out, you find another spot where you're tense. If you do this repetitively for a week or 2, you'll find that you can go back into those spots and you aren't actually sore at all. So it works, and it works magnificently. It works well. So I would suggest, if anything, look into a foam roller. Compared to this whole kit, a foam roller is actually quite more affordable. I need food. It's more affordable than anything else, so I'm going to start chopping these up. So look into that. Besides that, though, this program is very fun. Currently, it doesn't meet my needs, so I'm probably going to be doing a P90X, P90X2 hybrid, which mixes some of the best movements in P90X2 and some of the better workouts. I feel that I enjoy plyo side more than I do plyometrics. Plyo side ends up being about 50 minutes, give or take, and that's including your stretching, including some foam rolling, and some kind of deep stretching. So compared to the original plyometrics, which is a little bit over an hour plus stretching, give or take, depending on how fast you're going. It moves a lot faster. It's definitely more sports conditioning. If you've ever seen commercials for Insanity, that's very much like what plyo side is going to be for you. Very fast paced sports conditioning. You're doing a lot of kind of sitting down, doing the hike movement, jogging quickly, jumping, plyo, push-ups, stuff like that. Especially that last set where you're doing the burnout. And if you guys don't get what I'm saying, go back in some of the vlog videos, and I've had almost every single workout. It's not the complete workouts, but it's just clips of the workouts that I've kind of completed. This is the full 90-day vlog after all. So yeah, I mean, it's very, very fast-paced, fun workouts though. What surprised me the most out of this program was, especially in the strength phase, where I would go in, take some medicine balls, do some push-ups, or take some medicine balls and do some dumbbell movements. I was like, that's not that bad. Trying to do the same weights I used to do before was rather difficult, and it got to the point where at the end I was doing very similar, if not slightly more weight than I did with the P90X version. Like I said before, phase 2 is very much like P90X, except more advanced. It forces you to use a lot of your core movements. If anything, phase 1 and phase 2 of P90X is going to totally just give you super great abs if you're cutting, because at the end of the day, it's awesome. Almost everything depends on your abs and keeping yourself sturdy and tight. So that's something to think about. But that's about it, guys. I don't want to run this video super long. If you guys are curious what's going on with me and what's going on with this channel, as far as I'm concerned, the bulk is still going forward. I'm still going to do another 10 pounds. I feel like the bulk is the majority of the time, because your moods change, and sometimes I feel like I'm more successful in it, and then other days, some days it's hard for me to keep on the weight, some days it's not. So at the end of the day, for the most part, I feel pretty successful in this bulk. My goal is still 15 pounds, 10 pounds away, depending on the day and how I'm eating and how long I've slept. I feel that I've noticed that when I sleep more than 6 hours a day, which is my goal, is to be anywhere from 6 to 8, my body does just wake up super light. And keep in mind that I'm actually weighing myself consistently every single morning, same scale, right after going to the bathroom, right before eating anything. So the more I sleep, the more calories I burn. So I'm going to have to definitely switch up my macros and probably throw in more carbs, less protein, because right now I'm taking in a ridiculous amount of protein, probably more than my body's using. So at that point, I might even recommend dialing back. So that's what I'm going to try next. And once I hit that 10, 15 pound goal, then we start the cut again. As far as what's going on with this channel, we're going to continue moving this forward. I have maybe a couple of vlogs that I'll probably put in after this. Just personal vlogs, kind of going through the bulk and kind of going on what's going on with me psychologically and how it's affecting my body, and kind of where I'm packing on weight, stuff like that. You'll notice I'm probably definitely more softer than I'm used to being. It's not nowhere near as cut. Whatever. Name of the game. And then also, I'm going to be doing what I call reviews of each of these individual workouts. What I call reviews. Reviews of these individual workouts. Everything from P90X2 to P90X, to give you a quick reference point to what these workouts are about. As far as what else is on the way, I'm going to be focusing a lot more on nutrition. I feel like most of the questions I get are from people that are kind of curious about nutrition, or how they could change this, or how they could change that, or how they can help meet their macros, or what macros are, or what this is, what that is, what's considered a carb, what's considered protein. I want to really condense everything to the point where it's simple and easy to understand. I might not be the best person for this, but make it easy for everybody to kind of make the right decisions and also get the most out of this program. You don't want to put in all this super hard work and not get the results. So my goal is to help as many of you guys as I can, especially with this hard variable that everybody has, which is the nutrition portion of this. So that's kind of the goal. So expect more educational stuff as far as nutrition. I might be doing some quick tips as far as different things that you can do to adjust maybe a movement or an angle to get more of the actual workout. Expect more nutrition, a lot more nutrition. Expect more of the recipes to come back. What else? Yeah, and expect more vlogs. That way you guys know where I'm at. And then also when I start doing my cut again, we'll kind of be doing vlogs. Not as regularly as I'm doing this. I don't know if I'll be doing any more 90 days, but I'll definitely be doing vlogs and kind of keeping you guys up to date as to where I'm going, what the plan is. Yeah, so that's what's going on, guys. So thank you if you've been with me through these 90 days. I hope this has been somewhat educational and you guys have learned a little something here or there, or maybe you just help go through with me with my pain, whichever. Thank you for sticking with me. And yeah, so we'll see you guys next time. Keep an eye on the channel, guys. Much love.